Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys sports show. Welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown and shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got. Is fellowship, fire, passion in the zone. Church guys sports show, yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys sports show. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. From the locker room talk to the pews on a Sunday, we call our plays right, kingdom business on Monday. Faith on the field, spirit driving the grind. Every headline we drop got the word intertwined. We repping every team, but the banner is Christ. Breaking huddles with the desperate, yeah, we living it right. From the Knicks to the league, every stat, every score. We gon' praise, analyze, then we give God more. So tune in, locked in, let the truth be shown. Church Guys Sports Show, man, the vibe's full grown. It's the faith in the game and a powerful blend. From the tip off to the buzzer, we gon' ride to the end. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys sports show. The Church Guys.
What up, what up, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Church Guys Sports Show for what is today? The 26th of what month is this? January 2026. We're here, you're there. Church Guys post-game show as we are live and direct. Knicks win tonight, 103-87, hence our coming on late today. I see two of these. Dave, which one of these are you? You there, Dave? Pastor Dave, you there? I think we lost you. You might have to go out and come back in, Dave. You may have to go out and come back in. Okay. While Pastor David Wright, Superintendent David Wright is getting his stuff together to get on live. Knicks win tonight, 103-87 at the Garden. They win going away after defeating the what's this team called? The Sacramento Kings. Pastor Dave, you there?
Wait a minute. I hear you.
Yeah, I don't. I hear you. I don't see you.
Okay, yeah, something weird going on.
Yeah, something's up with your camera. I can hear you. I can hear you well. I just don't see you.
Okay, let me come back out.
All right. So while we get Pastor Dave together, so we can make sure that he is able to get on with us tonight as we prepare to get into tonight's discussion. Again, Knicks win 103-87 over the Sacramento Kings at Madison Square Garden. Okay, I'm sorry, Sam. You're right. It's the 27th. So apologies to everybody. Today is the 27th. I'm a day behind. I do apologize. Today is the 27th of January, 2026. Knicks win again tonight. 103-87, 16-point win. Knicks win going away in the fourth quarter after the captain put the team on his back, quite honestly, in the fourth quarter. Interestingly enough, and we'll discuss this a little bit more, Karl Anthony Towns sat for the final 5.5 minutes of this game. So crunch time, there was no Karl Anthony Towns in this one tonight. There was no Karl Anthony Towns in this one tonight. At the end, Towns was 5 for 15 from the floor, 17 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. A decent game, but as I often say, Cat took way too many threes. He took 15 total shots, 8 of them from 3-point range. He was 3 of 8 from 3 on tonight. The Kings, for most of the game, had Russell Westbrook on him, which tells you something. When you can't back down Russell Westbrook, that's a problem. That is an absolute problem if you're Karl Anthony Towns. When they put Russell Westbrook on you, and Russell Westbrook is pushing you off of your spots, that's an issue. I've saw a lot of dialogue over the last couple of days about whether or not the Knicks should move on from Karl Anthony Towns. I've seen others who are in mainstream media talk about how Knicks fans drive them crazy, how we're always ready to get off of a player. And the reality of the situation is, Superintendent Dave joins us. One of the biggest issues that I see is, 17 and 11, Pastor Wright, 17 and 11 for Towns tonight, 4 assists, but 5 of 15 from the floor, 3 of 8 from 3, with Russell Westbrook guarding you most of the night. That's supposed to be barbecue chicken.
That should have been a 40-point night for him.
Right. Or at least he should have carved up Russell Westbrook until they said, okay, let's put somebody else on him because, he's killing Westbrook. But when Westbrook can push you off your spots, that is a huge problem. And right now, the Knicks have a huge Karl Anthony Towns problem. There is no getting around it. Before we get into that, I'm going to talk about the good from tonight. Knicks came out with a lot of energy. Defensive intensity was there, particularly in the fourth quarter. Towns sat the final 5.5 minutes of the game when the Knicks went to their primary defensive lineup to pull away. And it showed, I hate to say it, we didn't need his offense down the stretch. We didn't need it. Because, once again, the captain put the team on his back and did what was necessary as the captain to lead this team home. One thing I do want to say, I really do want to see Tyler Kolek again in the non-Brunson minutes. But, as you mentioned in our chat, the Knicks have shortened their rotation quite a bit. But even with that, yes, they've shortened the rotation as Bishop L joins us. Absolutely, they have shortened the rotation. But I've got to talk about the minutes factor. The one thing I will give Mike Brown, although he has shortened the reputation to 8.5 guys. Yabusele does play a few minutes in the first quarter, but nothing big. Going through the starters' minutes, which have always been an issue, the only person who played big minutes tonight actually was Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges played 38 minutes tonight. OG Anunoby only played 32 minutes. Towns only played 27 minutes. Josh Hart only played 31 minutes. JB only played 34 minutes. So the minutes were managed well, even though he shortened the rotation. To that point, he still trusted the bench more than Tibbs did, because you still did see Mitchell Robinson for 27 minutes tonight. You saw Landry Shamet for 17 strong minutes tonight. You saw Deuce for 30 minutes tonight. Now, I'm not enamored with not having Jordan Clarkson and Tyler Kolek in the rotation. I absolutely think that they are necessary cogs, and these guys are sparks. You don't have to play them big minutes, but I do think they are absolutely useful for being able to keep the team fresh and provide sparks at various points. But I'll digress. What do you guys think?
Well, I was going to tell y'all, we fussed at Tibbs for only playing 8 people. And the last few games, it seemed like Mr. Michael has got an 8-man rotation.
He's got an 8-man rotation, but he's, at least with the bench guys he's using, he's actually using them. He's not yanking them. He's not playing them for 2 minutes and then
I'm not letting y'all get away with that. No, I'm going to tell you what y'all said. Y'all said 12 beats 8 every time. That's what y'all said about Indiana.
Absolutely.
He played 8.
Davey, you think because we played Sacramento tonight. You think he would have been able to get away with that with Indiana or Boston
Or Oklahoma
or,
City
or Oklahoma City?
or Orlando, another
He
team
did.
that
He did
plays
it in
10, 11
Philly.
guys.
He did it in Philly too.
We got
Again,
Philly's number though.
Philly is a team as well that doesn't go more than 9 deep themselves. Nick
Yeah,
Nurse is
we
one of those
got
old school coaches too. They don't go more than
and
9
we got
deep either.
and we have Philly's number though. Like Philly's really not a threat to us at all under no circumstance. And that was a good game the other day, but I didn't think for 1 minute that we would lose that game, even though they
We're
pulled
fine,
close.
Overseer Hendrickson. That's 3 in a row. Regardless of whether it looked good or looked bad, that's 3 in a row.
We did. We
I
all won 3 in a row. We got
It's
3 in
three
a
in a
row.
row.
We've won 3 in a row. Yes. I personally believe that we need to trade Cat.
Cat has to go. Yes. Cat has to go. Yes.
I'll trade Cat.
Let's talk
At this
about
point,
your
I'll
post
trade
you
Cat
just
for
put up, Butler. You just said on Facebook.
Here we go. I knew this was
You
coming up.
and I mean
said
it.
that this team is not going to the chip.
This team will not win a championship, and I can give you my reasons why. And I think that they're legitimate reasons. One, Jalen Brunson, as good as he is, as clutch as he can be sometimes.
Most of the time. Let's give him his due. In the fourth quarter, there's nobody better in the league than him. That's just the
I'm
honest.
not going to. Yeah, I get that, but
You gotta get you got. I appreciate and respect how you feel about him, L.
He got an award. He got an award to say so.
The numbers bear out that there's nobody better than him in the fourth quarter, and that's just based on numbers. That's the numbers. That's the eye test. You can hate him quarters 1 through 3. I'm with you sometimes. There were a couple times tonight where I was like, "Get off the freaking ball, JB." I'm with you, but and he proved it tonight. In the fourth quarter, there is nobody better than him. Nobody.
I said the Knicks will not win a championship with Jalen Brunson. He is not a championship point guard. And the reason he's not a championship point guard is because he has no clue of how to get the rest of the team involved, which is the reason why in the fourth quarter he has to do everything that he's got to do to make up for all of the blunders quarters 1 through 3. Anybody's going to become a clutch player when they realize the mess that they made quarters 1 through 3.
But I won't
I
even
don't
say
know
it's the
how many
messes
times
that
Jalen.
he makes.
Wait,
Does he dribble the air out of the ball at times? Yeah.
Yes. Now, granted, be clutch. But what does being clutch in the fourth quarter do for you when you're getting blown out by 20 in the fourth quarter?
Absolutely nothing.
It does nothing for you, but that the Knicks have the Knicks have only been blown out twice all season. The Knicks have only been blown out twice all season. There was the Detroit game.
We will not win a championship with Jalen Brunson. And I like him. He's good. I love what he's brought to the culture of the New York Knicks. He's brought a level of excitement. It's anxiety excitement at his best. So he is not to the canyon of champions. Cat,
but you
I
see,
think needs to be treated.
Brunson wasn't the problem. I thought Tibbs was the problem. If we got Tibbs out of there, then Tibbs can't take this team to the championship. Mike Brown can. That's what we said. But now Brunson can't take us.
Let me say this to you right now. Let me say this to you before you make this a Tom Thibodeau parade. We love Tom.
You know I'm going.
You know that's where he's going.
You get ready to make this we love Tom Thibodeau.
Overseer Hendrickson, nobody is rooting for the Boston Celtics. Stop that nonsense. Ever. We are orange and blue over here. Superintendent's not coming. Bishop's not coming. I'm not coming. I speak for Bishop McCants. He not coming.
He ain't coming
Let
either.
it go. Let it go. It's not happening. Go ahead, L.
Tom
I'm
Thibodeau,
sorry.
good coach. Tom Thibodeau coached us to 50+ wins. I'm not saying that Tom Thibodeau is not a good coach. What I'm saying is Tom Thibodeau is the equivalent of a coach trying to run the triangle in 2026. It won't work. He does not change his methodology of coaching. It would be the same as if Phil Jackson came to coach the Knicks and insisted that we run a triangle. This is not the league for the style of coaching that Tom Thibodeau coaches. It's not the league. And he has shown time and time again that he runs his players until they are dead. Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose said that what he on his retirement thing, he said, y'all stop blaming Tibbs for my injury. Did y'all see that?
I don't care what Derrick Rose says at his jersey retirement, as he has to say whatever he must say politically correct so that he does not create clickbait. I don't care what he says.
Derrick Rose loves Tom Thibodeau, and that's fine. I respect it. But
we watched Derrick Rose's game. If Derrick Rose is not in the game when he's not supposed to be in the game, Derrick Rose is a first-time Hall of Famer. Derrick Rose will not get into the Hall of Fame because the way Tom Thibodeau coached him.
Oh, come on.
As Bishop J. Mac joins us.
It's the truth. Derrick Rose will not get into the Hall of Fame because of the way Tom Thibodeau coached Derrick Rose.
Wow.
He coached him into a career-altering injury.
I think he still gets in. He's still the youngest MVP in NBA history. I think for that alone, he gets in.
Well, he's definitely not a first-time ballot.
So are y'all saying that no coach can take this particular team with Jalen Brunson, Butler? No coach can take this team to the chip.
I am saying that no coach can take this team to an NBA championship with Jalen Brunson as its point guard. And I'm not saying that I don't like Jalen Brunson. What I'm saying is that Jalen Brunson cannot lead this team as currently constructed to an NBA championship. That's one. Two, unless Jalen Brunson stops dribbling the air out of the ball quarters 1 through 3, he is 17 to 21 dribbles per possession that he has the ball. And 7 times out of 10 times, it's a turnover or a bad pass or a trap that gets him into a bad position where he's looking for a foul to be called. They said it tonight.
Again, bearing the numbers out, L, I have to challenge that. JB's turnovers are actually down this season. His turnovers are actually down this season. He is at less than 2 turnovers per game.
Okay.
That are so I think what happens, I think your lens is a little jaded where it comes to JB because of how he played under Tom Thibodeau, because that's what was asked of him. What I see, and
and the reason why it's not is because pre-NBA Cup, we saw the Jalen Brunson that we all have been waiting to see.
Right, and post-NBA Cup.
Now, post-NBA Cup, we are seeing the Jalen Brunson that we did not want to see.
But do you notice what the difference is, though? Right?
That's
do you know what the difference is?
The difference is Butler. That's the part. Good evening, everybody. That's the part where me and you disagree. It's because you keep trying to put it at Jalen Brunson's feet. And I keep telling you it's not Jalen Brunson. It's the coach. It was the coach last season, and it's the coach now because he's cut the rotation down to 8 players. It's
so
the
you
coach.
believe so, and I'm not arguing that. I'm really not arguing that because I said what I had to say about Mike Brown too. I'm not arguing that.
Teams have gone back to
Brown,
picking him up full. The teams have, now that they know what the Knicks are running, teams have gone back to picking up Jalen Brunson full court and blitzing him once he gets across the timeline. So
He
those
has
17 dribbles are
absolutely-
but
he
but
has-
that's the coach. I've got to get the ball out of his hands to where he's not bringing the ball up.
I
But
gotta
said
play
that.
Kolick. I gotta play.
That's the
I
key. You
gotta
gotta play
No,
Tyler
I
Cole.
gotta play Tyler Kolick.
I
That's
said
what was
that.
happening.
Because I can't trust Josh Hart to bring the ball. Josh
That's
Hart
right.
drove me up a wall tonight. He
Yes.
committed 5 turnovers on steals. I'm like,
Well,
what are you doing?
Well, that's something that I said, right? I said that Mike Brown has gone away from coaching this team the way that he coached it pre-NBA Cup.
He's panicking.
And I said,
Panic move. I
he's
said
and
it in the
also
group.
said-
Panic
and I
move.
said on my
He's
Facebook
panicking
post,
because of what's going on between him and Cat, and now now we're finding out Bridges is part of it. So
And the pressure of coaching in New York.
and the pressure of coaching in New York. It ain't
Remember,
no walk in the
this is a
park. here.
different animal.
no,
This is a different
I
animal.
think, here's what I think. I think they're all a part of it. Not just Cat, not just Bridges. I think Jalen is a part of it too.
But
I
I'm
think-
talking about the conflict. Jalen's not a part of the conflict. The conflict is Cat came out on day one of the press conference. At that press conference, and said, "I don't know my role," and it's been downhill ever since. Let's not forget that Jalen ain't have nothing to do with that. That was a direct shot at Mike Brown from Cat. That was a direct shot. That had nothing. That was before they even played one game.
I
They
think
were
all of these
still
guys.
practicing.
I think all of these guys are members of New Grace Tabernacle,
What?
and they all love Tom Thibodeau except Cat.
No, I think it's the other way around. That's what they're saying, that he does.
Tom Thibodeau love
he does
Cat.
love that. He does love Thibodeau. That's the problem with Cat. He loves to. He's one of the ones that love Thibodeau.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, please forgive me. They all love Tom Thibodeau. Every last one of them. And they're all members of New Grace Tabernacle.
Yeah. That's why they shouldn't have made this coaching change. Because
this
after
coaching
40
change-
games, Mike
Yo.
Brown turned into Tom Thibodeau.
Yo, did you guys
No,
watch
Hendrickson,
Roommates?
there is no rant.
Did you guys watch Roommates?
Which episode?
When the episode after Tom got fired, and they talked about the firing.
Right,
That-
but why does Cat never know his role?
That episode showed me that those guys was not happy about that coaching change, and I don't think any of them ever bought into this coaching change.
And that's why I love Leon Rose, because he didn't give a doggone what that team said. He didn't give a doggone how they felt. He said, I think we need to make a change and go in a different direction. And it was simply because, and Davey, I saw you put up in the chat about the 8-man rotation. Let's see if he play 8 men tomorrow night. Then I'll jump on your bandwagon.
Well, okay.
We coming up on a back-to-back.
And that's why I said to Davey on my post, I don't like the fact that it's an 8-man rotation, but I also got to understand that it is the first night of a back-to-back.
It's the first night of a back-to-back.
Yeah, you're going to see everybody tomorrow night.
You're going to see
And
more
you
than 8
don't-
people. So don't
Yeah.
get
See
my
everybody
point to
tomorrow
you.
We'll
don't,
see.
and you really
My
don't
point to you-
need,
my
and you
point
really
to
don't
Davey,
need to
is
play. You really don't need to play 12 guys against Sacramento.
against the Sacramento Kings. Exactly.
You don't need to play 12 guys against.
So Davey,
This
let's
the
not
same
let's not
Sacramento
get-
Kings that blew us away last week.
Davey, let's not get happy about them playing 8 men tonight. Let's see if they do it tomorrow. Then
We
you'll
shall
have a
see.
point. Right.
We shall
that's it.
We shall see. Because it look Mike Brown looking real Tom Thibodeau-ish right now.
No,
There-
he's not. I'm gonna tell you right now because I'm gonna have D'Lo pull up the stat. You want to know why?
I already gave it to him before
Talking
you
about the
came
minute.
in. Because
Yes, exactly. 'Cause
only
how many
one
minutes
only
did- how
one
many minutes did
person
Brunson
played
play?
big minutes. The only player that played big minutes tonight was Bridges, who played 38. Everybody else was 34. Everybody else in the starting lineup was 34 or less. Cat only
Exactly.
played 27 minutes and did not play the last 5.5 minutes of the game.
And that
Josh
is-
Hart played 31
yeah.
minutes. OG Anunoby 32 minutes. They were right at where they should be.
And that
the-
is not Tom Thibodeau.
JB 34
Let's-
minutes.
But
let's
you know
not get it twisted.
what's really concerning? Mitch Robinson is making Cat look real expendable right now.
This is true. I mean, listen, the final 5.5 minutes, it was all Mitch down the stretch, and Mitch did what he does. He secured that win for us.
He did it in Philly. They threw Mitch on Embiid, and he did it out there too. So
Everybody
Come on.
lauds Mitchell
The man
Robinson's
can understand.
offense, his rebounding, his offensive rebounding. But Mitchell Robinson is an excellent defensive center.
absolutely.
He's an excellent defensive center. And I want to see more people give him
gonna
props
put
as a
Roger Race to
defender.
determine that
And if he was
upstairs.
able to play 35 minutes a night, he would be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year because Mitchell Robinson shuts down centers. He shuts centers down.
He's a modern day Bill Russell. I've been saying it for 5 years.
You have been saying that for 5 years.
Well, yeah,
And-
you have been saying that.
If
George,
Cat
what's up,
can't-
bro?
If Cat can't give us 30, but that's all Cat good for.
Yeah, but
We need his offense.
Cat,
So if his offense ain't on point, we might as well trade him.
listen, Cat and you know, Cat and these pedestrian numbers again. 5 of 15 tonight.
And he's still giving you a double-double, though.
But that's because he took 8 3-pointers. He was
A
3
couple
of
of
8
them-
from 3.
A couple of them were heat checks. So,
But
you know.
that's just it. Even Clods look at him like, that's not a good shot. What are you doing?
Yeah, he threw up a couple of heat checks tonight. You know.
We don't need that. With Russell, you're 5 of 15 with Russell Westbrook guarding you most of the game? Are you serious?
Let me tell y'all.
They put
something.
Sabonis on Josh Hart. And they put Russell Westbrook on a 6'11", 290-pound big man.
I want to just say this, and then I gotta go, but they're not getting rid of Karl Anthony Towns, guys. So
No,
let's
Well,
just
I mean,
stop.
yeah, we're stuck with the dude for the season.
that's it. They're not getting rid of. This is our crew. This is our team. You might get a bench player. You might get Yabusele and somebody else getting traded. Maybe.
Well, the trade deadline
ain't going
is
nowhere.
jacked. The trade deadline is jacked now because everybody that is
Hurt. You're injured.
everybody
Pretending
that
to be
you would have
hurt.
wanted to trade that you would have wanted to trade for is hurt. They all done.
Or pretending
That's
to be
it.
hurt.
So this is our team. We got to deal with it.
Can we stop
This
calling
is
him
who
Cat?
this.
And can we call him
And
Kitten?
tonight you can't blame Cat
Kitten.
for the turnovers tonight. That
No.
was just
And
Can't
No,
blame him tonight.
that
did
was
anybody
Josh Hart
notice
tonight.
that Cat was not on the floor for the fourth quarter?
That's what the final
But
5
he
and a half
wasn't on the
minutes.
floor in Philly either.
Final 5.5 minutes of this game. Final 3 minutes in Philly. No
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns.
So is
That's been the trend.
he officially a fourth quarter bench?
Listen,
I think so.
If that's what it takes to win basketball games, kudos to Coach Brown for not being afraid to sit his $65 million center. I'm not.
Yeah,
Y'all know
But
how I
then
feel
he's gonna
about it. I
have a
don't care.
problem with Dolan. If
y'all
I'm paying
remember
this
back
man
in the
65
90s?
million,
Do y'all
I
remember
wanna
back
see
in the
him.
90s when Pat Riley was coaching the team and Allen Houston's first year here? Do y'all remember that the fourth quarter they used to sit Allen Houston and John Starks
And
used to
Starks
play?
was playing. Yep.
Do y'all
Starks
remember
was playing.
that?
Yep,
That's
sure
what
do.
that's it. Do you remember that, D-Lo? You remember?
Sure do.
So this is they did it to Allen Houston when they said, listen, Van Gundy's like, listen, I can't count on him in the fourth to play defense. He sat him. Put in John Starks.
Fourth quarter is winning time.
That's it.
I gotta put in the horses that I know are gonna give me the best effort.
We've seen this before.
Don't matter how much you making.
It don't matter.
I don't think Mike Brown got that long leash. I don't know if Dolan going for that.
Mike Brown is going to have that leash as long as the Knicks keep winning games.
He's
Because that's
gonna
what
have
Mike
the
Brown
leash.
cares about. That's what Dolan cares about.
If they gave
Dolan
Tibbs
wants
5
Ws.
years, they're gonna give Mike Brown at least a year. They're not gonna fire him before the year is up. That's not gonna happen.
No, Mike Brown's
They
not going
gave
anywhere.
Tibbs 5 years, bro. 5.
5 years
They
to
gave that
build
man
from.
5
They gave him
years.
5 years to build from nothing. They gave him 5 years to come from Jarrett Jeffries and Orlando Tria.
Absolutely
and guess
true.
What?
And he did it.
And
And he
did
got-
it, but he didn't come through the last 3 years.
Time out. And they gave him an extension before they fired him.
They sure
Exactly.
did.
They gave
Right.
him an extension and fired him. So what
They
does that
gave
say?
him. They gave
So
him an
the
extension.
expectation bringing in Mike Brown, no, buddy, you got this year. It's championship or bust.
I don't
Well,
think
no,
so. I don't-
because
I don't
with
think
the
Not-
Tibbs
it's not,
situation,
Dave.
the
That's
reason
what
why
you want to say because you don't like the fact Tibbs ain't here.
No,
That is what you
y'all
say.
said it.
they gave
Y'all
Tibbs
said it.
they gave
none of
they
us
gave,
none of us on this panel said it was championship or bust.
Oh, come on.
Wait. For Mike
TF
Brown-
we went to the Eastern Conference last year. You said we got Mike Brown got to take us further than Tibbs did. That's championship.
I think it's finals or bust.
Right. It's finals or bust. It's
I
not
think
Right.
it's
championship.
finals
yeah,
or bust.
he
I don't
Mike
think
we
Brown
gotta get
Mike
this.
Brown doesn't have
Bust.
to win this year, but he
I
does
don't
have to
think
get to the
it's.
finals.
I don't think it's championship or bust because I don't see no way we can beat anybody in the West unless it's the Lakers.
I
Don't
agree
get
with
the
that.
Laker fans mad. Don't get them mad on here.
They could get mad all they want. I don't.
I mean,
think the
not
Lakers could beat us
honestly, not
four.
with the.
I don't think the Lakers could beat us 4 out of 7 games. I think the Lakers can get lucky and get into the finals because on any given day, LeBron James can turn. He's turning back the clock whenever he feels like it this season. He's jumping higher than I've ever seen anybody 40-something years old jump.
That's that crack cocaine he on. That ain't even steroids.
Not crack. Come
That
on,
is
Dave.
crack.
Not crack.
But I don't think that there's no team that the Knicks can beat in the Western Conference. I did not say championship. or
Thank
bust.
you.
I
Thank you,
said
Hendrickson.
finals or bust.
Well,
Pull
if
up
he
the receipts.
okay. Let's just say we did say championship or bust. It don't mean they're getting rid of Mike Brown. That's
For a
not what
first
we
year,
meant.
wait. For a first year head coach in New York City,
Come
nah,
on.
Nah.
What are we doing?
nah, I did
No.
not. No way. There's no way I'm putting that kind of pressure on Mike Brown, and I don't really know
We
how he can
said it.
handle this New York pressure.
Put that pressure on him. You took over a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
He took
Even
over
George
a team.
Steinbrenner didn't put that pressure on Joe Torre when he replaced Buck Showalter.
He took over a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals that the previous coach got out-coached in.
Yep.
The previous coach got out-coached.
Do you agree with that, Dave? That Tibbs got out coach, your guy. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir. He got out
I know it's
coached
hard
by.
for you to admit that.
He got no, it ain't hard. He got out coached by a great coach. That boy in Indiana. He ain't no slouch.
No
Dave,
Q. David
Dave.
Fizdale was fired in his second season.
Dave, let me tell you something. He didn't do anything spectacular to outcoach Tibbs. He just played 12 men and your guy played 7. That's
Right.
all he did. That's all he did.
That's
Right.
literally all he did.
That's all he did. It was no coach's team.
It wasn't some super
I
strategy.
can prove you wrong, McCants. Because
Okay,
he
go
then
through
went
this.
to the
Let me-
he,
let me-
he
let
then
me-
went to the finals and took the best team in the league to 7 games.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
I'm gonna
Hello.
let Butler respond.
Let me say this for the pastor of Restoration Tabernacle. Okay. I said that the Knicks were going to win a championship this year. Here's why I said it. Because it did not look like in the beginning of the year, post Achilles injuries in this league, it did not look like Boston was in our way. It did not look like Indiana was in our way.
And
I
also
always
the
call
start
Detroit.
and the start that the Knicks got out to. Let's just be honest. The Knicks
But
they got out of the gate better
but
than
I
they
al-
have in years.
I always said Detroit was the problem. Now y'all got to give me my credit on that.
I'm
I said that from day one.
no, Jay. I will give you your props on that because I did not see Detroit making this leap that they did this year because they made a leap.
Bishop,
They
hold on.
were
When we
not
say
this
coaching,
good
we were
last
talking
year.
about in terms of strategy beyond him playing 12 guys. Like he didn't do anything on the court
No,
that was
he didn't,
groundbreaking.
Dave. Come
No.
on.
Right?
You
So
trying to
I
use
said,
what happened against OKC and apply it to the Knicks series. And you know, as a basketball player, each series is different. You know that. So you can't take what happened in the finals and then wrap it around what happened to the Knicks. The
Because
Knicks were supposed to beat Indiana. Your guy only played 7 men. And the
And-
games he played more than 7, they won.
And
Period.
to give it just a little bit more context going into the finals, you got
and
to
before
understand.
you say that, Lone Hope, and that's why he got fired.
That's why he got fired. It was no other reason.
That's
But
not why he
listen.
got fired. He got fired because they met with him and he refused to change what he did.
That's why he got fired.
No,
But-
and Davey, they met with him to show him. Do you see what happens when you play more than 5 guys?
But Butler, I put the video up. Don't forget, they didn't just have one meeting at the end of the year or during the Eastern Conference Final. They met with him all year long, and he wouldn't change. That's why he got fired. They met with him all year long.
McCants, you never liked Tibbs. You didn't even want us to get Tibbs. You need to stop this. You got a hatred for Tibbs.
No, I don't like
Overseer
the fact that he don't want to
Hendrickson,
change.
if you can pull up a receipt of me saying that it's championship or bust fills for you tomorrow.
Oh, well, he going to look for that receipt.
I guarantee you, we're going to find it, Butler. You said it.
What's this weak stuff? You stay out of this.
And do not AI it neither.
Not AI.
Oh, listen, I probably said it, but I didn't mean that. I wasn't talking about Mike Brown getting fired.
I didn't say
But
championship.
you
or
don't
bust.
count J Mac. Overseer Hendrickson is saying specifically that it was Bishop Butler who said it.
I said that it was championship or bust. I said we was going to the championship because Boston lost their best player, Indiana lost their best player, and we had a good solid crew. We
counted Detroit out.
We added Clarkson. We counted out Detroit. We weren't even thinking about Detroit. We wasn't thinking about
Cleveland,
Cleveland,
Orlando.
No,
Not even. I mean, Toronto and Cleveland are bottom of the barrel right now, but nobody was checking for Toronto. Toronto has quietly pulled it together.
Christie had 40 last year.
Find it.
Yep.
Where I said championship or bust. I know I said we was going to the championship because all of us on here said we was going to the chip this year. Every last one of us said we was going to the chip. But I was not going to say championship or bust. I'm not going to put that kind of pressure on.
Oh, I definitely said the Knicks were going to be in the finals this year. I absolutely said it.
I said it too.
Because I was the one who disagreed with J Mac because I still don't trust Detroit.
I don't know. Detroit.
They look good. Detroit look real good right now.
The playoffs are a different animal, and
they don't look like they're regressing
Detroit needs another scorer in the playoffs, and that's been getting exposed more and more. They're gonna need somebody beside Cade to get buckets in the playoffs, and that's why I can't trust them.
The playoffs will expose.
They will expose you. They need somebody else to get buckets.
The playoffs will expose high octane offenses during the course of the year.
He said he'll start a group chat since y'all won't let me on the group. You can't come in our group chat.
And all Detroit is doing, they took Tom Thibodeau toughness. They playing tough ball like we played last year. They playing bully ball. They ain't got no whole bunch of scorers. They got that Isaiah Stewart boy. They got that Duran boy, and they playing bully ball on them.
But you can't do that.
Because we don't have that toughness no more.
But you can't do that in the playoffs. You need another scorer. You need as many people as you can to get buckets in the playoffs, and they can't do that. And Bishop Woodall, that's Detroit. Detroit has been a good regular season team, but the Knicks exposed them last year. Outside of Cade Cunningham, who can be trusted to get a bucket when they need it? They don't have their best three-point shooter anymore. They don't have their auxiliary ball handler. We played their auxiliary ball handler tonight. Dennis Schroeder's in Sacramento. Schroeder's in Sacramento. Beasley's not in the league. Who's gonna get buckets for them? Tobias Harris? You gonna trust Tobias Harris in the playoffs? No. Mark my words. Depending upon who they play in the first round, Detroit might get bounced in the first round. I'm saying it now. I'm saying it. It depends on. It's depending upon who they get. Depending upon who they get in the first round. But if they play a team that has more than one scorer and has a good coach with a good defensive scheme, Detroit can be had. Y'all keep ignoring us. Y'all will not get it past if we end up playing each other. The only problem for us is in the East is Detroit. Okay, so let me deal with Overseer Hendrickson now. Let me go ahead and do this.
Get them Celtics.
As great as kudos to the season that the Celtics are having. Here is the issue, Overseer Hendrickson. Your team is too young. The only person with any real playoff experience is Jaylen Brown. Peyton Pritchard is 3 or bust against strong defenders. And quite honestly, if he plays the Knicks, Deuce is gonna be in his face. And the last time Deuce was on him, Deuce held him to 11 points. You've got a bunch of young kids who have no playoff experience. Anthony Simons has been great for y'all this year. But again, listen, other than Jaylen Brown, that is not a playoff-tested team. That is not the Celtics from 2 years ago. If y'all were returning the team from 2 years ago, I would say, yeah, the Celtics are formidable. But we know there is a rite of passage in this league. And Jaylen Brown is not going to be enough to drag that team to the finals. It's not. He's not. That's just the reality of it.
Adam Silver said he can't put that stuff on his hair no more.
Oh, no, Detroit is a strong defensive team. Absolutely. But as Carmelo Anthony so eloquently put it, at the end of the day, Bishop Woodall, the game is about a bucket. And if you can't score, you can defend all you want in the playoffs. Listen, ask the 90s Knicks. The 90s Knicks were an amazing defensive team in the playoffs. But who do we keep losing to? The team that got buckets in the playoffs, the Chicago Bulls. We kept losing to the team that had the best player on the planet.
Right now, if the playoffs started today,
the Knicks are third.
Detroit would be playing Orlando, AFC, who are currently on a 4-game skid.
Okay.
Detroit would get past them right now.
Orlando is a very tough team, and they were without. But again, all things being equal, now Wagner has missed the last couple of games. Now, if Wagner doesn't miss those games, or if you tell me Orlando completely healthy is not going to give Detroit fits, is that what you're telling me, L?
I'm not saying that.
Exactly. That again, it goes down to whoever they're up against, because Orlando is a problem because Orlando can get buckets. You got Paolo. You got both of those Wagner boys. You got Desmond Bane, who is a playoff-tested veteran. You got guys in Orlando who can get buckets. Got Suggs. And they defend. And well, Suggs is a defender, and he's going to try to shut Cade down.
The expectations of this Knicks team, for the expectations that we had, and for us to be in third place,
they follow Jaylen quite well right now, Overseer Hendrickson, because it's the regular season. When you got to look at a team 7 times in 2 weeks, things are a lot different.
We were supposed to run away with this East. We were supposed to run away with the East.
We were supposed to run away.
Now that is true. We all, yeah, absolutely. You see, my boy Kendrick Perkins is looking at our team like, what the heck happened? This was supposed to be the next year.
We were supposed to run away with this. And
Vegas had decided after the NBA Cup, the Knicks were the favorite. Even with Detroit ahead of us, the Knicks were still the favorite to win the conference.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
But
wheels have
something
come
happened.
off. The wheels have come off, and to me, it was squarely
Tatum is
pressed.
not coming back this season.
Jason,
Get over it.
Tatum would be crazy to
That
come
is
back
a
early,
ruptured.
I think he gonna try. He gonna try.
And he
and
will
his
ruin,
career is going to end.
He will
and his career is
ruin
going to
his
end.
career. It
Right,
is a
his career is going to
ruptured-
end.
It is a ruptured Achilles.
Right, Sam. There's no Horford. There's no Porzingis. There's no Drew Holiday to lock up the other team's best guard. Like, that's a different team. That's a different
Anybody
team.
trying
And
to come back.
Boston is catching people by surprise because they've got new pieces. In the playoffs, you catch nobody by surprise because everybody's game planning for you. It comes down to coaching and execution in the playoffs.
Get over it, Jay. Tatum better sit down and wait till next season. And when I say wait till next season, I'm talking about last 2 games of the preseason on a heavy minutes restriction. That is a ruptured patella tendon.
Right. Was he gonna come back and play 10 minutes a game? And would you allow him to do that coming back in time for the playoffs? Because the intensity is different in the playoffs. You're going to throw him fresh off that injury, no preseason, no regular season. You're going to dump him into the playoffs? Are you serious?
I'm feeling the pain for him. I'm feeling the pain for him.
Where you're playing every other day and every game is intense? Every possession is intense? It would not be wise for him to make a return. It would not be wise.
The cuts that he has to make,
not smart.
The pivots, nah, son. That is a ruptured a ruptured Achilles tendon. That means that the tendon that connects the heel to the calf has popped.
Ah!
Ella's having flashbacks right now.
Oh.
And they had to do everything they could do. They had to do everything they could do to put it back together. No.
Jesus. And he had surgery that very next day. The very next day.
No, right. He didn't even leave New York. They did that surgery in New York the next day.
They had to. Listen, and the same thing goes for Hallaberry, right? He ruptured his Achilles tendon. And when you seen that play in slow motion, you actually saw the pop.
Yeah, you saw it pop.
You look, he was shot in the ankle.
That joint said, pow, and you seen it. And I was like, I got flashbacks.
But Tatum was breakdancing with his pop. He was doing the breakdance on that ground, man.
Let me tell y'all something right now. For those of you who are watching, when I went up for that dunk in August of 2024, I heard there was nobody in the park with me. There was nobody on the court with me. And when I tried to launch off of my leg, and I did not injure my leg coming down, people. Please listen to me. I injured my leg going up. And on the launch, I heard pow. It sounded like a gunshot.
Yee!
It sounded like a gunshot. I know. I don't care how loud that arena was at the Garden. I don't care how loud that arena was in OKC. Or I don't know where Game 7 was for Indiana.
Said Butler got fouled by a demon. It was Oklahoma City.
I don't care how. I don't care.
Butler got fouled.
I don't care. Listen. It was over there in Bushwick.
Joel Embiid demon grabbed your ankle
like he grabbed by a ghost.
It was in Bushwick.
Like he grabbed Mitchell Robinson's ankle 2 years ago.
It was in Bushwick. Anything's possible. It was in Bushwick.
That's true. There's some demons in Bushwick. This is true.
Right, and
There's
it was
some
next to
demonic
the,
activity there.
it was near the Bushwick and Aberdeen subway
Oh, there's
station.
nothing but demonic activity at Bushwick
Ain't nothing
Avenue.
but demons.
I don't even like driving past there.
Right.
It's a cloud over that whole area.
So I don't care how loud those arenas was. The one thing I know that Jalen, I mean that Jason, what's his name?
Jason Tatum and Tyrese
and
Halliburton.
that Tyrese Halliburton.
They heard that thing.
They heard that thing go pow. When it happens, it sounds like a gunshot, and you know that something is wrong from the very moment that you hear it, and you know that it's gonna be a while before you are yourself again. Please, y'all, do not get it twisted. When y'all see me shouting on these lives now, when y'all see me dancing, when y'all see me walking, don't get it twisted. Okay, my leg is not the same, and that has been a year and some months now. Yes, I can shout again. Yes, I can dance again. Yes, I can stand. But even when I try to extend my leg,
You being traumatized, overseer?
traumatized. I still hear and feel the scar tissue.
Come on.
Listen, it is an injury that all of those who have had it say that you truly got to rehab from that.
No,
and that's why back to the original point. That's why Jason Tatum returning is wishful thinking,
unrealistic. And let me say this to you. Let me say this to y'all right now. For those of you who are wishing and saying that Jason Tatum and Tyrese Halliburton are coming back, that rehab.
Well, Halliburton don't have a reason. His team is 12-35. They
Right.
don't need to. He don't need to come back.
That rehab. That's one step. When they start walking again and thinking that they okay, but they now have to compensate with the other leg
Yep.
to keep from putting too much pressure on the injured leg, they now have to go through rehab for the uninjured leg. Right now, my other knee is acting crazy.
Rehab.
Listen,
Listen,
they're not coming back.
No, but it's true. That's how the body is. Just me and my mother were talking about. My mother had a hip replacement 2 years ago, and she's talking about how now her good hip is starting to give her trouble because of the overcompensation that had to go on during her rehab with the bad hip. That's how it is.
My right leg is just like, sir, are you gonna go get rehab on me now?
I mean, listen, again, the Boston Celtics are having an amazing season, but again,
they're better than the Knicks right now, even if it's only one game.
It is talent, and that's a good basketball team that is coached very well. But again, the Celtics caught people by surprise. We have not hit the All-Star break yet. They are a game better than the Knicks right now, heading into tomorrow night. The Knicks are now again at 28-18, back to 10 games over 500, which is where you kind of want to be at this point in the season. Still have a very lofty 18-6 record inside Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, which is great. The Knicks have to get better on the road. 9-12 on the road is not going to cut it.
They lost that 6 games in the Garden in a cluster.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's 18-6, but again, they're back on the winning side. Three game winning streak. They've got to get better on the road. 9-12 on the road is not going to cut it. They're 7-3 in their division, which is tops in their division. They're a half game better than the Celtics in the division, and where it comes to that, they're 20-11 against the conference, which is a half game worse than the Celtics in the conference. So they're right there with Boston right now. So I think this is a 2-horse race in the Atlantic Division. As far as who's going to be second. At this point, I don't, unless Detroit really falls apart or Cade Cunningham goes down with an injury, I don't think anybody's catching Detroit for first. But again, I don't necessarily, just like with Cleveland last year, I don't trust Detroit, just like I didn't trust Cleveland last year. And Cleveland proved me right last year. I think Detroit will prove me right again this year. I've watched enough of those games. The overseer said, the Lord wants you to worship, but to stop all that shouting in Jesus' name.
Go get saved. Go get saved.
Lord have mercy. The
just
Toronto
saying.
Raptors have been a huge surprise, but again, that's another team that has caught the league by surprise. So again, these things have to be sustainable. OKC is on a little bit of a skid themselves. They're not the world beaters that they once were. Are they still the cream of the West? Yes. And the fact that Denver is still without Jokic is huge as well. So, you know, I hate to say it, even with the records that Detroit and Oklahoma City have, the NBA is wide open this year. It really is. Anybody can be had, as we're seeing. Anybody can be beaten. And when we come down to a 7-game series, it's really going to come to it. Ultimately, you know, I'm just glad the Knicks are back on the winning side of things. Having these few days off over the last few days was huge because remember, post the NBA Cup, and Alan Hahn said it, and everything he said was absolutely so true. When you think about it, since the semifinals of the NBA
No
Cup,
days off.
remember I went over the schedule with y'all, and I said this is going to be brutal because after the NBA Cup, we were playing every other day, and like Hans said, most of our games at that point were on the road, which means there's no sleeping in your own bed, there's no practice time, there's no time to get right. You're not able to go to the facility at night if your shot is off to get some shots off. You're not able to do that. You just go.
And Loho, you know the championship game for the cup don't count on our record.
Correct. So the Knicks are going to have played 83 games this year. You know, one of those games. And I think that's something the league has to fix as well. Because to me, what is the point of winning the cup if I can't use that win for something? What is the point? Other than winning the cup, what is the point of that win? I'm playing an 83rd game that is not going to help me when it really counts.
I think whoever win the cup should be the number 1 seed in their conference.
No.
Then you would have
Automatic.
to hold the cup later. I don't think they should necessarily be the number 1 seed, but I do think the winner of the cup should be guaranteed a playoff spot.
What? What if their record is terrible? What do
They
you mean?
won the cup.
They won the cup. You win the cup, you're guaranteed a playoff spot. I think the winner of the cup should be guaranteed a playoff spot.
So
Nobody with a terrible record is gonna win the cup.
Wait a minute.
Who won the cup?
Hold up.
Go ahead, El.
Because you got 10 playoff spots in each conference.
Right.
I don't see it.
Or the winner of the cup should be given the right to the tiebreaker if they end up tied with somebody for a specific spot. So let's say the Knicks and the Celtics end up tied for the second spot. Then the fact that the Knicks won the cup should be the tiebreaker. And that awards the spot to the Knicks.
I could go with that. I think it's horrible. I think, listen, do y'all realize that this year's All-Star Weekend will be void of the dunk contest?
I didn't know that.
This year's All-Star Weekend is going to be terrible.
There's no dunk contest this year.
It's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. I'm not even
LeBron ain't starting this year.
I don't care about that, but
That is crazy.
It's going to be
that's crazy because if in fact it is his last year, I think he should be starting.
Well, remember, Jordan technically didn't start in his last year either.
They gave it to him.
Vince Carter went to him and said, "There's no way that in your final season I'm starting over you. So I'm gonna sit down and you're gonna start this game."
He did do that, but this is a different league.
Well, as Kevin Garnett so eloquently put it, LeBron killed All-Star Weekend.
He killed All-Star Weekend. He sure did.
LeBron killed All-Star Weekend.
He sure did.
I don't always agree with Kevin Garnett, but I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. LeBron, because when Kobe slapped that floor and said, "Let's go," what's going on in your house? When Kobe slapped that floor and said, "Let's go 1-on-1, me and you for the game," and he passed that ball, That changed everything.
Why you shining like a diamond? Shine bright like a diamond.
Says, don't do that.
Could you give me something to drink,
He
please?
shot it. That's hilarious. No, George, no man, please.
Could you give me something to drink, please?
I didn't come out here to be the servant.
Yeah, enough is enough. But the reality of the situation is when you heard them explain it, and I think the person who gave the best explanation of that was Carmelo Anthony because he was there, and so he talked about what those locker rooms were like All-Star Weekend. How they had already decided amongst each other all weekend long. Listen, first 3 quarters, we're going to have some fun. We're going to put on a show. Fourth quarter, we lock it in because that's what the people came to see. And that's what they would do. But when LeBron didn't take that challenge from Kobe, it really shifted the energy. It did. Hate it or love it. And again, this is not a bash LeBron thing. It's just a matter of fact. When LeBron didn't take that challenge from Kobe Bryant, it shifted the energy of All-Star Weekend.
Lady Butler wants to know if you guys see my Christmas tree is still up.
It's still up.
You got into Easter. You got into Resurrection Sunday to get it done.
To Resurrection Sunday.
That's not
Listen,
funny.
he
That's
died
not
on a tree. I got till Good Friday.
No.
He said he got to a Good Friday. No,
He
take
died
that
on a tree. I got till
Bro.
Good Friday. Listen to me.
Bro, take
take
that tree down, bro.
No, bro, nothing. Because I told them people in my church this year, my tree is lit.
My street is lit.
He
Well,
is
that's
the
what you
light
preach.
of the world. He is the light of the world who
That's what you
died
preach.
on a tree. My tree is lit, and I'm gonna put. Matter of fact,
Uh-oh.
Oh God!
Here we go.
Jesus.
With the tree in the background. George, bro, you know I love you, and I love your basketball takes.
Oh,
But
come
to,
on, Butler.
to
Don't
say
turn
that
the
the
lights on.
this fool turning he is flickering the lights on and all.
Crazy.
That is your husband, sis. That's your
No,
husband.
this
That is your
deniably
husband.
out of line.
I pay the bills too.
This
That is your
deniably
husband,
out of
sis.
line.
And it's flashing.
And it's
Right, he
flashing.
got it flashing
That's right.
Just dumb.
Walk in the light.
in the tree.
Beautiful
The tree in the
light.
background, looking like it's pulling them over.
Come where the
To flash
dewdrops
lights.
of mercy shine bright.
Shine all around us by day and by night. Okay.
That's
Just the light of the world.
George said the only reason Kobe wanted to smoke in the All-Star game is because Braun cooked him in the regular season. No, that's revisionist history. Listen, George, I know you're a basketball fan. You watch as much basketball as we do. And when you watch the All-Star game, the All-Star games leading up to that particular All-Star game where that happened, the fourth quarter of every All-Star game was always competitive. That's why now these guys are the best in the world, which is why nobody's saying they were playing like lockdown defense, but they were at least trying.
Right.
They were there was a competitiveness about it. You saw one-on-one moments. You watched Marbury and Iverson lead
That
the
was
East
tough.
team back from 10 points down to forcing overtime in the All-Star game.
Didn't the conference that won automatically got home court advantage for the finals or something like that back then?
No, that they never did that. They only
That's
did that
MLB.
garbage in
That's
baseball.
baseball.
That was baseball.
baseball.
Baseball was the only one that did that. Listen, but George, you're making it a regular season. This is not about the regular season. Whatever you may feel about Kobe's record versus LeBron, or whatever it was, if Kobe was 6-16 against LeBron, so what? The
First of
All-Star
all-
game was about
first
the
of all-
fans.
first
It
of
was
all-
about one-on-one, me against you with the game on the line. Can I get a stop, or are you going to get a bucket?
First of all, Kobe.
That's
was
what that
already
was
in the-
about.
Kobe was already in the league 12 years before LeBron came in.
Right.
All right, it's stop that. And I am not hating on LeBron.
Not at all. Not at
It's
all.
just two different eras. It's just two different eras. Okay.
Yes,
So-
one guy, because that one guy became the alpha of the next generation, and everybody followed his lead. The
Yeah.
OGs were retiring and look at the league now. There are no real vets in locker rooms anymore. And quite honestly, the quality you can say so what all you want. The reality of it is that's what happened. Everybody who is anybody points to that moment, including LeBron's peers, Carmelo Anthony, and say, yeah, that was the moment that things changed. Because remember, Melo came in the league with LeBron, and he's the one that said when we came into the league, the KG and those and Kobe and those previous vets, they were the ones who set the tone. They were leaving the league.
That was the moment LeBron said, and hear me clearly, it ain't that serious.
Right.
That was the moment LeBron said. What he was saying about the All-Star game at that moment was, this ain't that serious.
And everybody followed that lead.
And everybody followed that lead. From that point on, the All-Star game was no longer that serious. Why? Because this generation of players, as in LeBron, is spending $1 million every summer on their body. They don't want to take the chance of getting hurt in the All-Star game because that is always still a possibility if the game gets serious.
Of course.
Kobe got his nose broke in the All-Star game.
Yeah, they are not going to put their season in jeopardy and their bodies on the line for an All-Star game. So on one side of it, I understand. But on the other side of it, as a fan, I'm like, then just do away with it altogether.
Exactly. And that's my issue. The fans suffered.
Just do away with it altogether.
I'd rather watch the McDonald's All-American game.
I'm not one of those people I'm not blaming Braun for the dunk contest. Dunk contest has just been trash for a long time. But the All-Star game
Wait.
No, because there are people who blame Braun for the dunk contest too. I don't blame Braun for the dunk contest.
And he has to take some of the blame because there was a year when he said, I'm officially entering into the dunk contest.
And backed out.
And he backed out. And we had to wait a couple of years for Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine to come and rescue the dunk contest for 3 years in a row. So LeBron has to take some of that blame as well. LeBron messed up All-Star Weekend. We just going to keep it a buck. He is a part of the reason All-Star Weekend is trash. So I say get rid of it. Or you do like the NFL does. Put the All-Star game at the end of the year where nothing matters, where you got the summer, and let them play.
Yeah, do the All-Star game in the middle of the NBA Finals.
Do the All-Star game in the middle of the NBA Finals, and no team that's playing on the finals plays.
Right, just like with the Pro Bowl, whoever's in Super Bowl, none of their players can make it.
Yep.
They just put Shedeur Sanders in the Pro Bowl.
Congratulations to Shedeur for becoming a Pro Bowler in his rookie season.
Now you can get voted in even if your team is in the finals.
You can get voted
into the All-Star game.
You just won't be able to play.
You can't play. But you can be voted onto the roster.
And I don't even know how they're doing it this year. Like they doing the USA team.
Yeah, it makes sense. The USA versus the world nonsense. It's a round robin tournament, basically where they're playing one quarter each.
It's dumb.
Dumb. So there's 2 U.S. teams, 1 world team. They're all gonna play each other for one quarter, and then the two winners of those games are going to play each other in the championship.
Put the McDonald's All-American game on.
Listen, give me the Jordan Classic at this point.
And if I was Roger Goodell,
give me the Jordan Classic.
If I was Roger Goodell, I would have put the Super Bowl on the same day as the All-Star game.
and messed him up. No, Roger Goodell not going to do that. But I hear you. Because, really? And even with the rookie challenge, what used to be the rookie challenge, they've ruined that too because they're doing the same thing. They had their rookie, instead of having rookies versus the sophomores, which I always thought was a great game because the sophomore, it's a pride thing. Sophomores are like, listen, you know, we've been in this league, we ready to go. The rookies are like, well, we still better than y'all, and they go at it. But not this year. They doing that round robin nonsense. They got Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady as honorary captains, and they had their drafts tonight where they drafting rookies and sophomores to each team. By the way, I did look at Carmelo's squad. Carmelo got a squad. I came in front. Carmelo got a squad. He got Steph Castle. He got Cooper Flag. I said, oh, bring him over here to GM the Knicks for a little while. But anyway, because clearly he knows how to pick talent. But Melo's team, I think, is going to do well. And then the fourth team in the tournament is a team of G League stars that is being coached by Doc Rivers' son.
Oh Jesus, Austin
Rivers. Yes. So I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we absolutely doing here? Like it makes absolutely no sense. And you know, this is why I just say if you're gonna keep it, if you're gonna keep the All-Star Weekend, just go back to the format that you once had, and let's hope that, you know, some of these newer players will restore the pride and say, you know what, let's take this seriously again. But I'd much rather see East versus West than this for 4 quarters, rather than the only thing that they've implemented in the last 10 or so years that I actually liked was the tribute to Kobe in the 4th quarter by having the game end on a bucket. So, you know, the team with the lead has to score 24 points in the 4th quarter in order to win. That's the only thing I like that they did. Other than that, because I like the idea of ending the game on a bucket and not on a clock. But other than that, everything else has been trash. Everything else has been trash. Well, you watching SmackDown? Oh yeah, they taped SmackDown. They taping SmackDown tonight because they got to leave for Saudi tomorrow. What you got a VPN, Joe? You got that VPN on? They got to leave for Saudi tomorrow for the Royal Rumble, which is this weekend. But again, Knicks win tonight, 103-87. The one thing that we did not talk about as far as the Knicks that I do think that we do have to acknowledge is the fact that during the 3-game winning streak, the defense has been much better. The defense has been much better.
Ever since Dallas, ever since we got whipped
He
by
said the night
Dallas.
of All-Star Weekend, I'm watching SmackDown. that Friday night. Yeah, that Friday night we watching. Yeah, I'm watching SmackDown. It's crazy. I used to look forward to NBA All-Star Weekend.
Me too.
I used to look
Me too.
forward to it. I used to have All-Star Weekend parties. And it's just trash now. It's just trash. But yeah, the Knicks defense has been much better over the last couple of days, over the last couple of weeks. They held Sacramento to 40% shooting in this game. They held Philly to 42% in the game before that. They held Brooklyn to 37% in that game. So the defense is starting to round back into form, but this offense is going to be an issue. This offense is going to be an issue. The Knicks have got to figure it out on offense. Because I'm all for them only giving up 87 points, but in this league, scoring 103 we know is not enough.
It sure ain't.
It's absolutely not enough. George said that Christmas tree is blessing him right now.
Beautiful tree. It's a beautiful
You better
tree.
have that thing down before Easter, man. You gotta.
My brother, Pastor Milton Wren, he said Bishop Butler look like he's studying.
I was looking at a text just now. I was looking at a scripture just now.
Y'all know Butler is always preaching even when he's not preaching. But that's what makes him a great preacher. He's always preaching even when he's not preaching. So there you go with that.
I'm sorry. Not sorry. But
Well, Sam, that was fake news. His Cayenne's high is 19.
yeah, he
This
ain't dropped
season.
no 52.
He didn't have 52.
If he dropped 52,
that-
listen to me. If he dropped 52, Bronny would have committed suicide.
Wait, what?
He caught a body the other night, though. He caught a
He
body.
did catch that body. He did catch a body the other night,
Yes, he
though.
did.
Cayenne?
Cayenne,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, it looks
That-
He jammed it on his boy and then wrapped his legs around him.
Two-handed. My man caught a two-handed body.
caught a body. He caught a body, and then it was like these nudes.
George said, "Come on, man." Listen, yeah, he didn't have to say that about Bronny. That L went too far right there. I agree. I'm with you on that, George.
Bronny would have died.
Bronny didn't have to catch no stray on that. I agree.
He already almost died.
Let me tell you. Listen, no, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna leave that out of it. But let me tell you, if Cayenne Anthony scored 52 points, Bronny's gonna hate his father.
What?
What's that got to do with him?
George
Because
said,
he's
"Get
gonna-
off my fifth
he's
point
gonna-
guard." Listen, he's the fifth string point guard at LA.
Because he's gonna blame his father, and he's gonna say that his father did not do the workouts and the training with him, which you never see any video of LeBron working out with Bronny the way that you
No,
see
there is video. Not the way
It
that,
ain't
not
as
the way
much
that-
as Melo.
not-
It
not-
ain't
not
as
the
much
way-
as Melo and Cayenne.
Nah, Melo worked his
honestly,
son.
and honestly, not the way that Melo worked with Cayenne. That because Melo, I've seen like Bronny take Bronny to Chris Brickley and people like that, and they worked out together. But Melo, when he went to Chris Brickley, he was in Cayenne's face. No, this is how you make the step this way. Make the move this way. This is what you want to do. If they go here, they cut you off. This is how you counter it. Like he was intrinsically
Y'all
involved
know the real deal
in
behind that?
making sure his son.
Melo
LeBron ain't got no bag.
Melo.
That's the real deal with that. Melo got a bag. KD got a bag. LeBron ain't got no bag. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, but he ain't got a bag. What's his go-to move?
Bully ball.
His go-to move is
throwing that powder up in the air. Melo got the step back. LeBron ain't got. Come on, LeBron ain't got no bag. He ain't got no bag to give Bronny.
George, I didn't say it. Superintendent said it.
The man
He said
got
your man ain't got no bag.
The man got 4 more rings than Carmelo.
He ain't got no bag though.
Well,
he don't need one. All he got to do is he got ring bags because those rings come with a velvet bag.
He got ring bags.
Those rings come with a velvet bag.
And a box.
And a box. He got that. I ain't knocking
like
the man got 2 with Miami, 1 with Cleveland, and 1 with and 1 in LA. What you gonna do? Melo got none. But what I will say about Melo is
George said all-time leading scorer with no bag. I'll take it.
He played 50 years.
Wait, all-time leading scorer with 50 years in the league.
Yo, why y'all taking shots at Bron tonight? What is happening?
We can't talk stats with LeBron. Stats is a unfair conversation when it comes to LeBron, and the reason why is because
Robert Parrish is top 50 in scoring,
because of longevity.
and he's a bum.
Anybody played 30 years in the league, yo, like
he ought to have some.
It's only 23. It's not 30.
23. Do you realize that if he plays 2 more years, you can round it off to 30?
So
my daughter is 23 years old. All of her life, she's seen LeBron in the NBA. All her life.
This is true.
My son Jeremiah, his entire life, he has seen LeBron. We have seen LeBron for 23. Do you realize that 23 years ago, I was still in my 20s?
There are players in the league now who were just being born when LeBron was in the league, and not as a rookie either. And not as a rookie. Muhammad Diawara is 20 years old. Let that sink in.
Cooper Flag is 19.
LeBron was already in his 3rd year in the league when Muhammad Diawara was born.
Yo, you got people coming in the league right now.
Tyler Kolek was 1 when LeBron started his career.
You got people that are in the league right now talking to LeBron saying, "My dad played against you."
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. So listen, he is absolutely the GOAT of longevity.
There you go.
He's the GOAT of longevity. And listen, kudos to that. To be able to play in any profession, especially a high level sport, as one of the 420 best players in the world for 23 years. Kudos to that. Kudos to LeBron for that.
Ain't nobody knocking it, but I am not going to talk stats when it comes to LeBron's career, because the average basketball career is 10 years. The average,
not even. Let me
not even. It's like 7
let me
years.
pull that number up. It may even be less than that. Average NBA career. I'll tell you right now what the average NBA career is. The average NBA career length lasts approximately 4.5 to 4.8 years.
Wow.
Only about 6% of players last 10 years or more.
Jesus. It's so bad.
VJ
He got
Edgecombe as
drafted
well.
with Kendrick Perkins. Didn't he get drafted with Kendrick Perkins?
Carmelo Anthony. It was a bunch of them.
And Kendrick Perkins been retired 10 years.
That draft class was one of the best there was. But yeah, he's the last of the Mohicans.
Wow. So he ought to have some record.
I mean, listen, the dude has absolutely put forth an illustrious career, and he deserves his flowers for his longevity. Again, he is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, and again, kudos to him for that.
I got a stat for you. Michael Granby he's about to turn 70 years old. He's played more organs than just about everybody that I know. That's great. That he played more organs than everybody I know. That don't make him the GOAT.
Nope.
You just say that on camera?
Yes, sis, he did say that on camera. He absolutely said it.
That don't make him the GOAT.
Oh my Lord.
Superintendent Wright absolutely did say that on camera.
Yes. Oh no. Poor Michael Granby, don't do that.
Yeah, well, it's the truth. That's for them LeBroniacs.
LeBron lasted longer than AI, Garnett, Fisher, Odom, Nowitzki, Melo, and everyone from the end of the Jordan era. That's true. Listen. We can't stop him at this point, Q. You know, what is it? It's after 11 o'clock. You know, this is Davey After Dark now.
It sure is. I better get off here because I got more to say.
That tree is beautiful. That Christmas tree is beautiful.
He's still on this tree.
I need to know.
Wait, he about to give a close-up of the tree. He about to walk over to the tree. I know my brother. He about to walk over to the tree.
Is it presents under there still?
I hope not. Better not be no presents under the tree.
No more presents.
Lord have mercy.
Man, you better turn them lights off.
Listen, this show is going off the rails, so it's about that time. We thank y'all for joining us for this post-game edition.
Yes.
Knicks win tonight, 103-87 over the Sacramento Kings. Tomorrow night, they play for third place against the Toronto Raptors, who they're currently tied with. Knicks will be in Toronto tomorrow night. We'll be back next week. We got a lot to cover next week.
Emmanuel quickly coming for us tomorrow night.
I think so.
Him and RJ, they both coming for
every game. Every time we play them, they come to play.
I believe they are. You know, but you know that's the thing. You know, especially for the guys who played under Tibbs and got traded. You know, those guys they play with each other. As Julius Randle, that last game against Minnesota, he tried to kill us. Dante DiVincenzo tried to get into a fight with us last year during the preseason. Like there's a chip on these players' shoulders when they come back to play the Knicks. So the Knicks better bring their A game tomorrow because Emmanuel Quickly is definitely going to be doing. Joy said you got the LeBron of Christmas trees.
No, not quite. It's coming down tomorrow, but not quite.
not quite that long. Okay. So we look forward to tomorrow next week.
But you know what though? Now that babe, you know what? We was trying to figure out what color our Christmas tree should be next year.
No,
Let's do purple and gold.
She already said
No.
no. She's like no.
no. You could do
Orange and blue.
purple. No, definitely no.
You
Get
know
out,
that
get out.
Celtic fan is not letting you have an orange and blue Christmas tree.
Please.
You know that Celtic fan is not letting you have
no,
an orange and blue
not
Christmas
orange,
tree, bro.
and that's just way too.
Oh, it's gonna be orange next year.
Oh, now you just saying it because you're trying to be a bully? Like,
The
please.
tree gonna be orange next year. The tree gonna be orange next year.
Don't
And when we have
try to
our
be a bully.
and when we have our annual family breakfast and decorate the tree, everybody in here will be wearing Nick jerseys.
Oh, you want to be a bully.
Yeah. Instead of doing pajamas, you're gonna do Nick jerseys. That works.
Everybody in here gonna have
I'm
on
here.
Nick jerseys.
I'm here for that. I am here for that.
Y'all are invited.
Not happening here, sorry.
I am here for that.
Y'all
Hallelujah.
are invited.
You better put that Nick jersey on, sis. Put it
Not
on.
happening here.
That Nick
Put
jersey
that
will
Nick
be
jersey on.
on.
Green
Put
is
that
for
Nick-
money all day.
That
Sorry.
Nick. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
He's gonna forget about this in the next hour, child. Please.
I can't wait. You watch what I say. As sure as my name
Well,
is
we got it
Robert
on video, so we're gonna make sure we hit this clip there, send it to him to remind him.
I gotta watch words.
royal blue and orange,
And orange.
for my Christmas tree next year, and everybody in
Is
here
wearing a Nick jersey.
gonna
Have
be
on
wearing
Nick jersey.
Nick jerseys or Nick paraphernalia.
I'm here for it. Go for it, bro.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
That is what it's going to be. I promise
Everybody,
y'all.
next Tuesday, we'll be on after Knicks Wizards next Tuesday as well. Knicks play next Tuesday, 7 p.m. in Washington. Who knows? I might see if I could take that trip up the Turnpike. I might go to that game. About an hour and a half from here. We'll see. But next Tuesday, Knicks Wizards. Games at 7. We'll be on right after that game next Tuesday.
We get to see Ice Tray in a Wizards
Ice Tray is out till after the All-Star break too.
already. He just got there.
He ain't played since he got there.
He
They
still
trying to
ain't played.
hold. They trying to hold on to that pick. Remember, if their pick falls out of the top 8, it
We'll get
belongs
it.
to us. They try to hold. They tanking. They not letting Trey play because Trey will just win a few games for them just for being Trey. If that pick falls out of the top 8, it conveys to the New York Knicks, and they don't want that. They don't want that. I want it to happen because I want Cayenne Anthony to come out and we be in the lottery and be able to get him.
He's not coming out.
Well, Melo said he'll see. It really depends on his development. Because remember, Melo didn't want to come out after his freshman year. And Jim Boeheim was like,
He made him come
back.
out.
If you come back near this college campus, sir. I'm telling you, if Cayenne somehow leads Syracuse to the national championship this year, and they don't even have to win it. If they get to the Final Four, he's coming out.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if Cayenne come in the league, he going to tear Bronny up.
Oh, leave, bro.
Bronny not even getting on the court with Cayenne, so we not
He
even
gonna
going
get
to
more
have that
minutes.
conversation.
He gonna get more minutes than Bronny.
Jesse, what's going on, brother?
He gonna get more minutes than Bronny, and he gonna go and win his father's Rookie of the Year trophy.
Now that I believe, I think Cayenne has the goods. I really do. I really think
He does.
Cayenne has the goods. He really has the goods. But that's going to be fun to watch. So join us next week. We appreciate y'all. To all of you who joined us tonight, Sam Jennings, Q the Prophet, Bishop Doug Woodall, Overseer Jason Hendrickson, Jesse Moore,
And Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
Bishop L says Merry Christmas. Victor George Smith, everybody who joined us tonight, we appreciate you. We thank you again for being great fans and supporters of the Church Guy Sports Show. We'll see you next Tuesday. Again,
Peace out.
orange and blue skies over New York City. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good night, everybody.
The church guy. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guy Sports Show. Yo, welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown and shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got is fellowship, fire. Passion in the zone, Church Guy Sports Show. Yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guy Sports Show. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guy Sports Show. From the locker room talk to the pews on a Sunday, we call our plays right, kingdom business on Monday. Faith on the field, spirit driving the grind. Every headline we drop got the word intertwined. We repping every team.